What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel, the Unpopular Party, hosted by me, Party Next Short, and today we are going to be talking about the latest episode of Joseline's Cabaret. So I feel like this season is going by so fast, but so slow at the same time. We're on episode 8, but we're just on day like 2. These girls still ain't performing in Miami. The other girls at the house still just chilling. I don't know. Before we get started, if you haven't already, please make sure you subscribe to this channel. Thank you guys for letting me hit 25,000 subscribers. I hit one goal, so now we're on to the next. So thank you for your love and support. And also, if you've been keeping up with my 75-day hard challenge, I am on day 42. Oh my gosh. And I got into juicing. I'm drinking this juice I made. It looked nasty. It's made with carrots, apples, and kale. I made it. When I first got into juicing, I just knew I was gonna have to fake like I like these juices just to get me through. But they actually turned out pretty tasty. Just trying to do better so I can live better. But that's not the point of this video. If you want to stay up to date with my 75-day hard, follow me on TikTok and Party Next Short _. But without further ado, let's just get started with my thoughts. Alright, so we start this episode off with Daisy called Lucky, and she basically saying like, you know, I'm coming back. Go on her head right here that Lucky noticed, but she said she's coming back into the house. Nothing more, nothing less. Then we also see T-Love and Egypt. They outside having a little morning recap. Now T-Love stated that her and Wet, they sat down, they talked, and they realized, you know, we really ain't got no beef for real. But I'm just wondering, you know, why we didn't get a chance to see that. Why we don't ever see the first sit down where they made up, they moved past it or whatever. Why we gotta hear about it? This is a reality show, right? I wanna see the reality. I don't wanna see these produced sit down. Like, we can see these girls fight like a dog for 2 episodes straight, but we can't see them have the sit down. I don't know. Anyways, Daisy then proceeds to come back and she walk in. Oh, I'm gonna tell y'all what really happened. I'm like, well, girl, we saw what happened. You try to say that girl was messy and in her mind, she cleaned you up. But she just telling Lucky like everything that happened, what we saw. Doctor told her, look now, no more fight. And she also said like when she put her head down, it just hurt, it feels weird. But Daisy like she wanna get her lick back. Lucky like, nah, now Daisy. You know, you a pretty girl, you know, for your face, just don't try to do the fight. But Daisy like, I don't want her thinking she just got one up on me. And in a sense, I guess I kind of feel Daisy. I just feel like if you just knock the Mario coins out my head and you think you bout it for real, I'ma act like I'm not scared. And I'ma act like I'm on my round 2, but keyword act. I'll be the man one in the house. That little scratch, that little hit, girl, you ain't bout it. I'll get riled up. I'm from 50 fucking Crenshaw. But in the back of my head, I'm like, security. Security, she getting close now. But I'ma act like I'm not scared. But now Daisy don't need to fight no more. Just let that be. So now we're catching up with Holiday, Spin, and Precious. They're sitting around, they're recapping everything that happened the other night. Now Precious then proceeds to make a comment. She's like, Holiday, we noticed you ain't been drinking as much. What's up with that? Okay, disclaimer, warning. What I'm about to talk about is gonna be dealing with some graphic, sensitive nature. So if you know you, just proceed with caution with this next bit, okay? So Holiday then starts talking about how she used to work at the strip club. She's leaving the club, and you know, leaving the club, you've been drinking, you know, you can go move, you call your ex, you know, why we didn't work out? We all been there, right? So she says she's in the car and she's doing the dance because she's trying to get back to reconcile things with her ex. I guess to confirm, allegedly she was intoxicated. Allegedly, I think she was, but I think she was, right? But she said all she remembers, she was driving, and then boom, everything just went black. And then when she woke up, another car had hit a pole and the person in that other car had passed away. So she was crying and she was like, I didn't know. And she was really sympathetic. Like she said, I turned myself in and I was ready to handle whatever consequences was thrown my way. But she said that the family of the victim stepped in and was like, no. She doesn't need jail time. She don't need to go to jail. She needs like a rehabilitation program. That's what she got. She had got like 3 years of house arrest and community service. You know, over here we kiki about the mess and stuff, but I feel like this is more of a sensitive nature, so I might not say too much of my fullest thoughts on that. But she also said she was like asking God, she was like, God, if you get me out this situation, I promise you, for the rest of my life, I will walk with you and I will use my voice for greater good, right? Now, I understand it and I'm not judging, but I am gonna ask a question, right? Because from what she was stating, it sounded like she was an alcoholic. She said she drinks so much and when the liquor get in her system, she just cannot stop. So what she's saying is when you get to that point where you see that blackout point, you just can't stop and you just keep letting the liquor get fed and fed to you. And I get what she mean when she said, you know, let God move through it. So that's why I'm probably like, this is a 2-for-1. But question, with the walk that you trying to be on, are you positive that God led you to the cabaret? Because the reason I'm asking that question, because the lifestyle of the cabaret is completely opposite of the lifestyle that, from what you're saying, you're trying to more align with. And I get it. I think in her mind, she was like, if I come on this platform, I'm gonna use my voice to relate to other people, because you never know who watches Zeus, you never know who relate to a story. But you know, this is just me and you know? You think God moves you to the cabaret, or do you think that's like a personal decision? Because hey, sometimes I fall victim to into that as well. Sometimes I don't fully submit. I do what I think, Malik, I do what I think is best. And I think God said that, but just an observation, just a question, because I feel if you want to live a more alcohol-free lifestyle, Cabaret is full of liquor. If you want to live a more lifestyle of peace, Cabaret is this harmony. Not putting that on anybody in particular or individual, just the atmosphere, you know? But if she like it, I love it. Hey, now let's take a look at the Miami crew, because they're finally, oh, it's ringing. Y'all be getting that like a random ring in your ear. Anyway, so we see the Miami crew and they're finally getting ready to do this dance. You know, they've been talking about this dance all season. So today's the big day. They about to perform in the arena. They get their natural is sick. I mean, sick as a dog. But she said that ain't gonna stop her. Joseline was, Natural say it's not gonna stop her. Joseline said, look, cough ain't gonna hurt you, so just stand over there and do what you do. She then proceeds to tell the other girls, look, this is a big deal, okay? Y'all messed up, it's gonna make it seem like I messed up, and we can't have that. But they get to practice and they still messing up, and I'm just like, oh, they gotta be nervous. I'm just like, come on now, we've been seeing it all season. Hit, ha, 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 you know? But Joseline is recognizing that they is messing up. But from what I'm seeing, she's stern with them, but like get with it, kind of like a coach of a football team would be. Like, hey, y'all messed it up, okay? Look, I get it. Y'all nervous. This is my first time too. But remember, I picked y'all for a reason. Now y'all need to get it together. And I'm like, okay, that makes sense because if this is your team, if this is your performance, y'all need to get together, okay? This is the day of. We gotta knock the nerves out the way. So they just gotta get them nerves out their system. Anyways, the other girls back at the house, they had this slumber party for the fight night. You know, they dressed up in their PJs, lingerie. They ready to see the event happening. Daisy walked in there. It's supposed to be like, oh, Daisy here. They been saw her. They done saw this girl all day. They done probably helped her change to her outfit. Then we see T-Love and Wet hug. They like, you know, we good. I ain't got no beef with Remy no more.
I don't have no beef with Remy no more.
They said once they shared their story, they understand they had a middle ground there. They are both black women with kids. So, hey. And that's usually how it be on these shows. They really all have a lot in common. They only there for like 2 weeks, so it's really hard to actually understand that. But yeah, but it's good to see like they getting along. So over there on the Miami side, it's getting time for the performance. And Natural, she bring her inner Joseline now. She looking at Andrea like, get it together, walk, cause you on my side. Let's go. I'm like, okay. So it's time for them to perform. They walk on stage. I'm getting there. I feel like I'm about to perform. So they perform, and Zeus made it look cute. You know, they had the little voice over it. They had the shots where it looked good. Now I wanted to actually see the performance by herself. Like, you know, of course they're never gonna make it look glamorous. I want to see what it look like for real. So I went and I saw, I'm gonna attach some clips here. I can't play the music because of the copyright, but just look and check it out. I know y'all probably might say they look a mess, but it was actually the best performance of the night, honestly. I think Rock performed after that, huffing and puffing on the mic and then brought the baddies out, I guess. But you have to keep in mind, it's a Floyd Mayweather Zeus event. I hope the expectations wasn't high. Afterwards, in the words of Yummy, we saw an op. And that op just so happened to be Big Lex. Now, Natural says she didn't see her because she was like, as a dancer, I'm taught you focus on the thing in the back and just focus on that, concentrate into your dance. And I agree, because I used to do show choir. So yeah, a lot of girls didn't see her, but Joseline definitely saw her. So Joseline got a little turn, but we did see a little backstage moment between Joseline and Yummy. Joseline like, I'm so grateful to have these Virgos in my life. And Joseline made Yummy the captain. Yummy's like, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Mm-hmm. Side note, these girls, they really look at Joseline on a pedestal, which I guess I understand. Because the stuff we don't see, she treat them like something. Like, from, I'm jumping ahead, but even Danny was saying, Mom, Mom. And I saw Raven podcast, she did say like she treated them like, you know, their own. She would teach them about bookings, how to get front end, back end, introduce them to a luxury lifestyle. So they really do look up to Joseline. But anyways, back on task. So this big debacle happened with Big Lex and Joseline. We see cell phone footage, I guess camera was down, but we see cell phone. We do see Big Lex and Joseline tussling. But what I noticed, it seemed like Ballistic was more so yelling at Joseline and trying to comfort Big Lex as if that was his wife, as that was his, you know, fiance. What is it? Fiance? I don't know. I just feel like those are not helping the rumors that Ballistic and Big Lex had something going on. That's probably why Joseline got the most animosity towards Big Lex. Because I feel like she ain't said nothing more different than what Natural, Yummy, and Lucky them said, but it's something about Big Lex that Joseline do not like. All I know is I don't like seeing the men get involved. Like, I'm seeing Joseline and Big Lex in it. Why am I seeing a man jumping into it? Like, you was a man jumping into a woman fight. Call me old fashioned, but you was a man. You don't put your hands on a woman. And that go for women too. I don't think women should put their hands on men. That's just equally as wrong. But you know, as a man, it's gonna sting more because you a man. A reflex when you minding your business and someone, and you know, like, I can give you that, but when I'm seeing you actually square up, like that one man that was in Joseline's camp that had that all white on, he had like the white mesh button down on it, and I see backstage he got it off and he like, man, I did like, you as a man.
You as a boy
It's very tacky, but I'm not giving an excuse to women to put their hands on men. Women, y'all need to stop putting y'all hands on these men as well. Because I say I don't think it's right. Not every man thinks the same as me though. Different topic, different day. So they're trying to hold Joseline back in there. You know, they blurring out Melissa. I'm like, we know that's Melissa. We know. I hear Melissa want to have some bass in her voice still. But yeah, we see that's Melissa and they blurring her out. And before y'all start, oh, they only blurring her out because she was bloody. Shit. They show Sid Daisy after she show was on there bloody and all. Melissa been on this show before. We can see that's Melissa. But they trying to hold Joseline back so she won't go back out there. She ended up going back out there. Then she started yelling at these officers, swinging on them. Melissa is yelling. It's a whole weird situation. But I feel like my thoughts on the situation is still the same as my thoughts that I did a couple months back. If you want to check out that Joseline and Big Lick video I did, you can check it out right here. But I will say that was a wrap for that episode. I don't want to see this fight stretched out for 5 more episodes. Wrap it up, okay? I'm tired of these all quantity, no quality episodes. Once they get into it next week, that's it. I don't want to hear an episode about the backlash. I don't want to see an episode about they thought. Wrap it up, okay? But they also have some other stuff going on back at the house. Holiday is crying because Precious don't want her. You know, they used to... Holiday in Egypt is kissing. Lucky talking about how she don't really care. She's just going to the bed. I don't know. It's gonna be a lot, but we'll talk about that all next week. What did you guys think of this episode? Did you like this episode? Did you not like this episode? Do you agree with what I have to say? Do you disagree? All right, you guys. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.